I feel like in general we've kind of lost the ability to communicate with each other in like a healthy manner. Everything is so much over, cell phones and computers and everything these days, which is great in a way. Especially like what we went through last year, where a lot of times you couldn't be with people that you wanted to be around. We were able to use these technological advances so that we were able to still, be a part of each other's lives. However, now things are going back to normal, and now I feel like we're falling into the same rut we were in prior to the pandemic, where people can't talk to people. Like, I feel like people have such a hard time communicating amongst each other. And I feel like with every step forward we take in technology, we also take a step back with our humanity. Technology has become such a big part of our everyday lives, but I think the more that we push it forward, the less that we are able to be humans.
That's agree.
Deep.
Yeah,
that's deep.
That was very deep.
That's a good quote, dude. I might get that tattooed on myself somewhere.
Right on your ass.
I'll do it on my ass.
Yeah. I guess a good example of that, though, is how much technology is taking over in the workplace. I know, like, we were kind of focused on talking about, like, people to people, but looking at the workplace, there's so much automation going on. If you go into Walmart, like, there's machines that go around scanning, the shelves, and then they'll order the restock and everything. There's so much technology that's replacing people, which I think just adds on to the problem.
Yeah,
Right.
just
You
I mean,
think a
just think of
robot
like
or like a
self checkout. Yeah, like instead of
Exactly,
talking to
yeah.
a person while you're checking out, you're just beeping it yourself. If you pay and you just leave, you don't even have to interact with an individual if you don't want to.
Exactly.
I usually stare at the guy in the camera, and it's myself.
It's like, hey, what's going on, bud?
Damn,
And there's
this
an
guy
actual
finds some
guy
ice
like
cream.
watching that camera and it's just like, what the fuck's this
Yeah.
guy doing?
I'll do like a. Hey.
Yeah.
I saw a meme the other day, and it was like, y'all made fun of Plankton for having a computer girlfriend. Now look at you.
Oh my! I love that.
That's hilarious. So on a serious note, there is good and bad, right? I am going to focus on the bad because I generally dislike technology a lot. I think our generation, I think Joey was probably the beginning of the generation where
He's
cell
on the
phone and
cusp.
video games were normal.
Yep.
My generation, I'm only 3 years older than him, so that's all it took. But I grew up, biking, no cell phones, biking out, gotta be back by the street lights are on.
Yeah.
You'd go back out after dinner if your mom let you. It was fun. Like, there was just a plan to meet up, and if you didn't show up, you didn't show up. Like, okay, I guess his mom didn't let him back out. That's fine. And you did your thing, right? No video games. We played in the mud. I caught crawfish in the river. Like, just dumb shit. I didn't have a phone. I didn't tell my mom where I was going. I just went, and I was back. But this transitions into now, where work, everything is like you're expected to be on call 24/7.
Yeah.
So take the military 10 years ago, right? You had email. It was probably slow as shit. Probably just as slow as it is today, actually.
It's probably the same exact one.
Yeah. We haven't
military
upgraded
grade.
at all. Yeah. But imagine that, right? Imagine just work in general, not just the military, but work. You get off at 5 o'clock, you're done. You don't hear a thing until you go back the next day. And that is so taken for granted. Because now we have, us alone, we have apps. We're expected to answer if there's a message for us. They can tag you. They call your phone if you don't answer. It's just like, dude, leave me alone. Like, I need to disassociate myself from work for these 9-10 hours to recharge my brain, and it doesn't happen. And people are getting so burnt out, myself included. Like, I hate it. So that's why next month I'm just taking a trip to Montana, going hiking, and just going off the grid. Like, I feel like everybody should do that at least once a year. Like, more than that, realistically, but at least once a year, take a few days and just go off the grid and like reevaluate your life.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a great point you made about the work thing. And I've noticed that, like, with my job as well in the civilian world, where it's like, I'll get texts at 9-10 o'clock at night about something work related, and I'm like, why is this happening right now? And I'm at the point where, like, if I get anything from work after like 8:30, 9 o'clock, I don't look at it.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
that's what you need
Neither-
to do.
Neither do we necessarily, but at the same time, it's like in the back of your head, like, shit, I wonder if there's a message in there. I wonder if, like, I'm missing something. So you check. You subconsciously open that app, and then you close it out. Nothing there. Okay, cool.
Yep.
When in reality, like, that should not even cross your mind.
No.
Yeah, I've done that at like 10 o'clock at night, like before bed, or like on Sunday, or like even during the weekends. Like I check the apps, like did I like miss something, just to like make sure, because like you said, subconsciously, it just stresses me out knowing that like there's people trying to like communicate with each other, possibly me, literally all the time, doesn't matter what time of day it is. So subconsciously, I just kind of check it, and it's just like I can't disassociate myself from that work mentality. You can't just change that mindset because you are always thinking about it at some point.
Almost
Yeah,
like we're
it
too
is.
connected.
We
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
So that, I guess that would be my point, is that I feel like humanity right now is too connected. Yes, it's a great thing. Especially
Thanks for watching. If you liked this clip and want to see more, click the link below or head over to our channel, like, subscribe, and make sure to hit that bell icon so you can stay up to date on the most current lessons learned content. See ya!